Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Rogers Kakasungura YouTube channel. A big thank you for the support you're granting this platform. Is there insecurity in Kenya, or it is Kenyans who have decided that let us live like that? What is really happening in Kenya? When you find a member of parliament being shot at a place that is highly secured with CCTV cameras, and yet the police say we're just doing an investigation. But that is not my point. After the news broke that the Kasipul MP, Charles Were, has been shot, rushed to Nairobi hospital and pronounced dead, people began to send condolence messages, including the president, the Speaker of the National Assembly, colleague members of parliament, and even the family and the people of Homa Bay in general. But there's one thing I want us to discuss as Kenyans. I have seen jubilation in Homa Bay. Those of you who keenly follow social media, you've seen posts. The people of Homa Bay are kind of celebrating the death of the MP. Who brought us to this level whereby a leader dies, we celebrate? I'll talk about that later. But then, there are unverified video clips online, and our workers' political analysts is to use their available data to tell you what is happening in Kenya. They are circulating video clips. We are trying to understand why the people of Homa Bay, they might not be all of them, but a good number are celebrating. I have seen even bloggers from Oyugis, some of them writing posts that seem to appear like a celebration. How did we reach here as a country? How did we reach here? I want you to listen to this unverified video clip that was picked from X, so that we try to understand why are people happy about the MP's death. It is so wrong when the family is mourning, others are jubilating. But what brought us to this level of jubilation when our family is mourning, when someone has died, and some people are celebrating? What brought us to this level? Can we listen to this?
Hivyo Ruto ni nyang'au yule anamaliza nchi. Na mimi simuogopi. I only respect God. I adore and respect God, not a human being. Wale wanawapigia magoti ni wale wa Kasipul, wale wameniweka bunge. Na baba yangu ya kisiasa Raila Amolo Odinga. Omiyo GICHANA wadwaro kare kabim giguo.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Is your head assisting you?
Manonga.
You think even if there's no power in Nyaira, you think it is the work of MP. Don't be stupid. Kionge gimitim, sleep, don't be stupid. Ipanikata mnaminu kanga tonindogota NMP. Stupid. Indeko nonsense. Kwani Nyaira no en binguni? Is it binguni? First, you go and report to the power, idiot. Stupid.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is said that the late member of parliament was swimming in power. And there is a saying that goes that he was ruling with an iron fist. Nobody could dare go against him. There is a journalist who wrote a post here. Let me hope I will get access to that post so that we try to understand what really transpired. Ladies and gentlemen, let me read for you the post here done by the journalist so that we're able to understand indeed what is going on and what could be the issue. Let me read for you. Slain Kaspul MP Ongondowere was a very lethal character. His victims could not speak up. Back to 2020, when I was still very green in my journalism career, I met someone in Oyugis town who told me that he had a story lead that wanted someone with skills in investigative journalism. He informed me that he had shared the same story lead with some journalists from around, but none of them had the courage to investigate. Young and with all the enthusiasm to tell those big stories, I jumped into it with all my feet. It was a story of someone whose nose had been bitten off by one of Ongondo's goons. Yaani aliumwa pua la mtu akatema chini ile design ya pu. He was a timber driver who earned a living by supplying sand to various clients in Oyugis and its environs. His assaulter was not just a goon, but also a middle-aged man in the sand supply business. The timber driver was reportedly his friend, so he asked me to deliver 3 trips to a client that the goon had sought. Payment could be made later, a few days. The goon proceeded and picked money from the client, but failed to remit it to the driver. The owner of the tipper grew out of patience. The homestead of the said goon to beg for his pay. His friend turned into a beast, descended on him with kicks and blows. Before he knew, the guy devoured his nose and spit it to the ground. The driver picked his lump of flesh from the ground and dashed to Rachuonyo Level 4 hospital, hoping it would be stitched up. But the medics informed him that the flesh had grown cold such that the blood vessels in it were already dead. Thinking that he could get assistance at a more advanced medical facility, his family rushed him to Jaramogi Oginga Teaching and Referral Hospital in Kisumu. Same verdict. Too late. His nose could not be repaired. The goon continued to strut around the MP like the owners of the earth that they were. Despite them being aware of the incident, he kept the said goon around him and reportedly included him in his team of most trusted goons, aka security. This account is per the narrative of the victim himself. But why didn't I publish the story? That is the MP narrating. That is the journalist narrating. Whereas the victim actually told me everything that happened, he concluded with a disclaimer that I should not publish his unfortunate experience without first talking to his elder brother. The said brother worked at a bank in Oyugis and was the one who was taking care of his medical bills and family needs at the time. I physically met the brother outside the bank. What do you want, young man? Why are you looking for me? He asked me with a no-nonsense tone. I told him that I was pursuing the story of his brother with a view to having it published in the Daily Nation and justice done. Hey, hey. Him, Omera, I can see you are still a very young man. And this story may mean a lot to your career growth. But I want you to leave us alone. Me, I didn't mean to offend you, sir. I am sorry. Him, Ongondawere is aware of this case. He's a very bad man. It is his goon who did it. But I just want my brother to be in peace. He wasn't killed, and we are okay with that because he will heal soon. Me, it's okay, sir. I won't pursue this story further than this. He replied, rushing back into the banking hall. That is equally good for your safety. Thank you. Many people in Kaspool are celebrating the killing of Ongondawere. This is not Kakasungura's handwriting. It is Josiah Odanga, a journalist from Homa Bay County, writing this one. So why are people celebrating? People are celebrating because that is where we have reached as a nation. In my next video, I'll try to bring evidence on why Kenyans are nowadays happy when leaders die. God bless you. See you in the next episode. Asanteni sana.